Hey, Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter, thecruisegenius.com. Time again to walk around my Lenara neighborhood here and share some thoughts. You know, a lot of people complain about things. Complain about your pastor, complain about the president, complain about the weather, complain about 100,000 things, right? And so the thing is that I want to talk about your health, or my health. If you have your health, I tell you, it is 99.9% of the game. If you have your health, you can pretty much do anything. Now you can say, oh my gosh, I don't have a lot of money, I don't get to go on vacation, I don't get to X, Y, Z. Well, if you have your health, you can do a little something on the side, right? Maybe like a little internet thing, selling stuff. Maybe it's getting a part-time job at night, on the weekends, you know, when you got some free time, instead of sitting around playing Fortnite or watching TV or killing time on Facebook. So if you have your health, and I'll tell you something about your health, right? My friend Dwight and I, this is years ago, we would see this young man who was challenged physically. He worked at Publix up on Monument, and Dwight and I would always say, wow, this young guy's got a great attitude. He's smiling, he's happy, and he's got some, you know, limitations, and that's probably not the right word. Brittany needs to help me with the word, but he has some things going on, but he's out there working. He's proudly wearing his Publix, you know, jersey, you know, apron, smiling, taking groceries out to people's cars. And this guy, you know, he's happier than 70% of the people I see every day. He's not complaining. He's happy. You know, he's nice to people, nicer to people than a lot of the people I know. You know, so the point is, if you see, and he's healthy. I mean, he's able to get up and walk around, and even people in wheelchairs or have other things going on. It's about your attitude too, an attitude of gratefulness. And when you're healthy and when you're grateful, I think it just sets the whole tone of your life. And I can tell you that I'm grateful about so many things. Number one is my health, right? Very happy and thankful to God that I'm healthy. I'm very thankful and happy about Marty. I got a wife over 35 years who is a lung cancer survivor. Over 14 years now. She had stage 2B lung cancer, had like 8 weeks of radiation, had her whole left lung taken out. And man, she's doing great. And she looks great. And she keeps me looking great. I wouldn't look as good as I do, and I'm gonna be 58 in August, if it weren't for Marty. If it were up to me, I'd be eating Stouffer French bread pizzas every night. I'd be eating a stack of Oreo cookies and washing them down with an ice cold Dr. Pepper. What? Easy on the ice. And then topping it off with a Reuben sandwich. But so your health and being grateful. I can tell you what else I'm grateful for, and you know what I'm going to say. Thankful for my daughter Brittany, my son Tim, my son-in-law Brian, Tim's girlfriend Holly, and I'm very thankful for a little guy by the name of Reed. And man, he has just changed my life. He's healthy, he's happy, he's funny, he's great, he's perfect. And now I got a new grandson coming, and I'm looking forward to meeting him. So being grateful and being thankful, but again, taking advantage of every single day and every single minute of your life. My mentor, Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Gary, you know, talks about having your life is like 1 in a trillion. That you are alive, that you have life, that you are here. I don't know if that statistic is correct, 1 in a trillion, but let's say it is. You know, if God has given you the ability to be here, and to do all this is because we need to be helping other people with their lives too. If somebody's down, somebody's depressed, somebody's facing something, somebody has a lost loved one, or I lost a very close friend of mine years ago, and just being there for people and their families. You know what I'm saying? I know a lady who recently lost her husband, and it can be devastating. But that's why we are the hands and feet here of Jesus, to help lift these people up during these difficult times. But when you go on a cruise, and I'm going to talk about cruises, it doesn't matter if it's your first time or your 100th time. I can tell you, every time I go on a cruise, it's like my first time. It's fun, it's exciting. And yeah, you do have a lot of people who can be real complainers, right? I remember back in the day at Titanic, the coffee was hotter, and the rooms were bigger, and I get that. I mean, yeah, it is different now for lots of reasons, which I can talk about. But just being thankful and grateful for whatever, hot and cold running water, the country we live in, the freedoms we have, and just being grateful and thankful for what's around you, And if there is somebody in your life, or if there's an issue in your life that is causing you a problem, then you have to realize, hey, listen, guys want to fix things, right? If Marty comes up to me, okay, I immediately try to think of how to fix it. And I think that's how guys are wired, right? You need to clean out the garage, whatever it is. So, but again, when you have the ability to do things, to help other people, it's even like with my mom up in Chicago, right? I try to call her every day, talk to her, see how she's doing. And all of us, if we have relatives, they're only here for a certain amount of time, to reach out and to be a comfort. I saw Connie's mom and dad today at church, and I haven't seen them, a couple weeks. Just taking time out, hey grandma, hey grandpa, how you doing? And I think it really meant a lot to them, because we all get so caught up in everything we're doing. If it's our jobs, or if it's our wives, or if it's our grandkids, or our work, it's important that the time that we do have is to take that time and have meaningful conversation or meaningful listening, whatever it is, to help others. And of all the stuff I've been reading and listening to lately about improving yourself, the number one way you can do that is by giving to others, right? And so anyway, that's just a couple random things off the top of my head. For your next cruise vacation, if you want to book an all-inclusive vacation, slara1961@gmail.com, thecruisegenius.com, at scottlara1961 on Twitter, Instagram. Follow Reed at the Cruise Kid on Instagram and Twitter. As he gets older, he'll be sharing some thoughts about cruising and all kinds of cool stuff. Scott Lara, Scott Lara 1961.